Hello, everybody. My name is Anna Smyrnova. Thank you. I'm the principal at GrowthUP, and today I will tell you how to become a conference Jedi. Why I'm telling this topic, covering this topic today and within this panel actually, because we were thinking about sharing as much knowledge and expertise that could be valuable for the projects geared towards the global market. And I believe that visiting conferences, attending different kind of events is a kind of an efficient and essential part of the business development for any project looking at the global scene. And if to speak about conferences, I believe 100% that conferences are what you make of them. And what makes me think so is my experience. I have been on both sides, so to say, both organizing and attending conferences. So let's start. I would like that everybody, all of you, when deciding on attending the conference or no, and considering any kind of event, thinking about it as an investment project. Why? Because when you analyze an investment project, you think about something that you dedicate some time and you dedicate some money. The same with the conference. And as well, there is a key indicator that shows you whether your investment was efficient. That is ROI, return on investment. And if we speak about events and conferences, that's measurable business outcomes that you get after it. For any project, for any company, that would be leads. Yeah, leads that you get, and the conversion of those leads into your clients, partners, service providers, investors, etc. A very important point here will be that when you analyze an investment project, you always think about the alternatives. How else can I spend this money? How else can I spend my time? And the same goes here. When you think about attending the conference, think as well, is it possible to achieve the same result, spending less time, spending less money, and maybe not going there? If it is possible, don't go to the conference. Choose that way that is the most efficient one. But if you still think that it could help, for example, you are a B2B company, and for B2B companies, I would say that it's one of the important parts for the business development, visiting industry conferences. Then, how to choose and why attend? First of all, you get feedback from people, from industry leaders, from investors. It's the best place to get the feedback for your project, for your idea, for something what you do. Connections and network is the most important one. If you are recruiting and looking for members for your team, if you are looking for partners, if you're looking for clients, service providers, advisors, or investors, go to the conference or industry event. And the last but not least, PR and visibility. How to choose conferences wisely? Because there are thousands of events happening around the world a year. So I would suggest several points for you when making the search. First of all, look at the reputation. Today, there are so many opinion leaders attending events and writing their insights about them that it's not difficult at all to find some, so to say, impressions from first hand. Also important to see the participants. Even if the list of participants is not available at the moment when you start looking at the conference, you always can look at the previous conferences of the same kind and see what kind of people actually go there. Are these C-level people? Are these investors you are interested to talk to? Are these people your potential clients? Also the size. I would say that me personally, I believe in small conferences. Large-scale conferences are also good. And sometimes this is the place to go for you, but what is so good in small-sized conferences, so to say boutique ones, that you can actually shake hands with everybody during the time of the conference. Next one is the focus. So you should choose the one that is essential for you, that could bring some value for your project. And the last but not least is the opportunity. As an entrepreneur, as a startup, as a project, look at the opportunities which are provided by the organizers. A lot of them give you the chance to pitch on stage, or to have a booth, or to participate in a workshop. So be aware of such opportunities, and that's the chance for you to be visible. Now you have chosen the conference, and now it's time to prepare. So first of all, as I mentioned, try to be visible. Try to go on stage or get the booth or lead the workshop. Every conference organizer provides its attendees with the opportunity to make connections beforehand. This is either a special application or the introductions they make. Don't waste the chance, and try to pre-schedule the at least 50% of your meetings ahead. That will save you time during the conference and make it more efficient. And trust me, if you have the meetings already planned, every well-planned meeting will duplicate into the second one during the conference, because you will get the introduction or the recommendation. Review the agenda and decide which sessions are actually interesting for you, valuable for you, and so to say, worth to attend. Communicate and ask questions. This is meant to the organizers. Don't be humble. If you have any questions and you need some information, you should do that. Don't be too persistent, of course, because if you write too many emails, maybe you won't get too many answers. But trying to structurally getting important information for you, that's absolutely fine. Orient yourself. If we speak about large-scale conferences, they're like this, so it's good when you know the place beforehand, if it's possible. If you can come on the venue the night before, for example, to get your badge and to see how everything is planned there, or at least try to find the locations around. So where is the nearest cafe or restaurant where you can arrange a meeting, because it's helpful not only to arrange meetings, but to be there on time to meet your guests. Bring the right gear. So don't forget to take your laptop, your phone, your adapter, and your battery, because it's really sad that during the conference you are, for example, out of connection and nobody can get reach of you. And of course, don't forget about your business cards and the comfortable attire that will make you cozy during the conference. The last but not the least, announce your attendance. Use your social networks, emails, let everybody know that you're actually going there, because that will help you to arrange meetings beforehand, and somebody will definitely provide you with some interesting insights. How to get the most out of it when you are already at the conference. So build the plan, as I mentioned, be strategic, choose the timing right. I would suggest coming earlier and registering earlier to save time for networking and don't stand in lines. Participate. There are many opportunities. Don't lose them. And if there is any chance to meet people in some informal occasions or during some formats of events, do that. Remember that conversations are more important than sessions, and actually the most interesting things are going on out of the hall, the most of the networking. When you already have some connections made during the conference, don't be humble. Ask about the recommendation, ask about the introduction, ask whom else should you meet at this conference. People usually help, and that could be really worthy not to look for somebody, but to get the warm and kind introduction to the person. Sometimes it's good to go to the conference not alone, but with your friend or coworker or your partner. But when you do that, don't go everywhere together. The strategy here is to split and to double your efforts. Don't forget to relax and actually have fun, because during the conferences you have this opportunity during the coffee breaks and different parties, networking parties. What is important is that you have something after the event. This is, of course, the content that you get, some strategical insights, and business cards. Bring that to your office and share this with your colleagues. I would like to say several words for people who don't really like to talk to strangers, but they have to. In this case, there are 4 very easy advice how to do that actually. First of all, if you don't like to talk to strangers and it's difficult for you to make networking like that, it's usually not so difficult to pitch on stage or to participate in some workshop or round table. Do that. People will find out who you are. If you talk on something interesting for them, there will be an area for the further discussion. The next one, bring a friend or coworker. Also, have some opening lines beforehand. So this could be something about the conference, asking about whether the person has attended the conference the first time, or something about the city. There are many small talks that could be used to start to break the ice. And of course, try to research on people beforehand to know who are those you want to actually network with and to communicate. The essential part and, so to say, closing part of attending any event is the follow-up. Making follow-ups is important. Here, important part is the strategy. The people you meet can be divided into 2 parts. So one part, these are people with whom you have to actually just be in touch, and those who need some information from you, or there is a kind of an action that should be followed. And it's a kind of nice to do that at least within a week. Nobody does one-day follow-ups anymore, unfortunately, but a week is a good timing for you not to forget what actually to tell the person or to send the person, and for the person not to forget who you actually are. So these are the important things to remember then planning the conference. Have a basic goal, going anywhere. Don't do that just for fun or just to spend time, because conference for the professional, it's also work. Prepare, prepare, and prepare. Also, it's important to make plans. Remember that plans are almost never let in, but still it's good because during the planning you are preparing yourself. Strategy and tactics. Don't forget to sleep, because your well-being is very important, and when you are not rested, you won't be efficient. And make something happen actually during the event. Don't waste time just sitting and listening to other talk. Try to participate. Thank you. If you have any questions, I think I have some time to answer. Thank you.